Hi, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. Welcome to the channel where I share junk journaling and art journaling projects and ideas. In today's video, I'm going to share the start of a brand new junk journal. This one is going to be in a composition notebook. And I think that's where I ended up after a bunch of considerations for a fall journal. My journals are mostly self-care, a little bit of memory keeping, and a lot of art play. And I do have a freebie in my Ko-fi app. This is my September, currently 2025, free printable, and I will link that below. You'll see some of those printables in my journals. And then I have a nice wrap up to sweet summer journaling. Really, it was a nice summer to play, a couple challenges I did, and just a bit of collage and working in an altered book. So I'm going to do some flip throughs of those. Rebecca Hoot's Camp Candyland. I finished almost, well, a lot of the prompts. I think I did more than not. I have a cute zine from Lynn at A Bit of Bird Song that I want to share. And yeah, so let's get jumping in. The first finished up journal, or I kind of call this a zine. I used my August printables, which are still in the Ko-fi app, to make the cover, and Rebecca Hoot's adorable printables as well, and then some of the pages from a Candyland Golden book. The way Rebecca set it up was there was a prompt every single day, and you'll see my check marks. I did quite a few, and then I circled the ones I didn't get to, but she had so many fun things, from making your own character, I have the little guy on the right, to making a name tag, so I have mine up in the tree, to your favorite candy memories and sweet recipes. It was really well done, and Rebecca's printables are adorable. Here's some of the pages from the little golden book I popped in. Love a good Rice Krispie treat. I love all the bright colors. I did some doodling with acrylic markers there. And then I put in a few journaling cards. One of her prompts was candy memories, and I love that, especially on vacation. We were able, my sister and I, to get some extra sweets. Although I always ate all mine, and somehow my younger sister was able to keep hers a lot longer. So fun flaps and pullouts. And I tried to keep this pretty flat, like a magazine style, the zine style. So I didn't add too much bulk, but I like the little yarn, like gumballs. And then I found out a little bit more about the history. Eleanor Abbott, who created Candyland, had polio, and many children had it too and were hospitalized. So she was a former teacher and made the game for kids, and I thought it was a lovely history. I have Queen Frostine, and then I have my own gummy bear drawings I put in. And the gummy bears, I wrote a little story that they were invading Candyland. Full of inspiration. Rebecca's prompts really got you thinking and playing, drawing, doodling. I really enjoyed that. So Camp Candyland in July from Rebecca Hoot. And a few other summer fun junk journals. This one ended up being an altered children's paperback book. Again, the last number of videos I've posted have the making and working in this. This is a sweet little dangle that I got from Gina over at Stellar J Studio. And I've put in a lot of bright painty things, little bit of doodling. I kept the first couple pages intact. I just really love the illustrations. And then I went with the alphabet theme. So I know I've done a bunch with this journal lately, but my journaling buddy Possum Patty and I had a great in-person beach meetup. Some cotton candy melts from the beach. A lot of little stickers throughout. Those are Lisa Frank stickers. And Patty and I did this foraged art inspired by Dreamland Creations. I found an adorable set of postcards at the farmer's market. That tree is inspired by Carrie Smith Collage. I'm doing an online class with her. I just finished it actually. Those were leftovers. Cute little jar, tags, this and that. Sometimes, as you can see, I don't have a ton for every page. And this is more recent. I just came back from a little trip to New Hampshire and I purchased that watercolor card. I think that's gorgeous. Some more dried hydrangea, an old ticket. I'm going a little quickly. I will link some of the other journal flip throughs and things I've done with this particular journal. I do have a lot in my playlist on this one, but just giving you a sample here. And this is some of the trails we walked this summer, woodland and beach. Saw those trolls in Rhode Island. Oh my goodness, if you ever get a chance, go to Charleston, Rhode Island. They are amazing. And we did have some fresh eggs from someone's hen. And we made this scrappy little notebook as I was repurposing one of my zines. And I moved the little postcard pic of the leaf lady to the back. And that was another one I bought art at the farmer's market. And I'm really enjoying these altered books. I think I'm going to be working more this fall also in some of my hardcover altered books that I've been doodling in lately. So more to come in those. And then I finished this little collage journal, but I wanted to share. This is a zine. I'm very inspired by the whole zine thing, and I purchased this one from Lynn at A Bit of Birdsong. Isn't this gorgeous? And look, she has these pages for you to use. So I did exactly that. I printed that page in a little smaller size, and I used some of her images to finish up my collage journal. So check out Lynn. I'll link her channel below. So much junk journal inspiration on her channel. Absolutely love it. To get going in this one, I did a little paper weaving and cut this flower out with some scraps hanging out on the desk. You know how that goes. And this really was a summer journal, a small project. I did a lot of doodling, added stickers, and then I added some of Lynn's printables, as you can see here. A few stamps. I love using children's books and text. A lot of painty pages and layering. I think this was self-care. Kind of one of those just put it all on the page sort of journals. I like that I left this one sort of minimalist because as you probably can tell, I love to put it all on the page. Collage, glue booking, style fun. Few quotes, just whimsical things. That little one felt good, and I think it's so satisfying to work in little journals and complete them. Oh, and that cute card is from Cat Hand and her printables. And I did a few little cute stamps on the back, laid her little fabric over the spine. Really enjoyed that this summer. And finally, look at this notebook. The back is bold and pop art and so cute, but I decided to take a comp notebook and I think I'm gonna do the junk journal thing again. I've worked in these before and I got the cover going with some collage bits. I used a lot of paint and actually I painted on a magazine page and then I did a lot of mark making with dot pens. That's what's on the left, and did a cutout. And I'm really feeling, I don't know about you friends, but for the fall, I have, besides all the leaves and the nature journaling that always inspires me, I'm really feeling the fairies. I purchased this little set. It was an Amazon purchase. And the only thing, they're adorable. They're the flower fairies, and I have some vintage stickers and things like that. The only thing, they are stickers. I can't really get the backing off. It is quite the job. So the one I put on the middle, I actually put down with a glue dot. I have had a little more success pulling them off since, but they are a challenge. And then also this summer, I have some fun, good junk mail from Gina over at Stellar J Studios. Isn't this cute? It's a little jar zine. Again, zines have been calling a lot to me lately, and I tucked that in the front because I didn't get to it this summer, and I definitely want to get to it in the fall. And I did notice that Gina I think she has posted on her Etsy shop that she's in the middle of a move, so her shop will open up again soon. And here we are. I'm going to get going on the left, I think, I thought sometimes I've done before in a journal like a sentence or two a day or a word or two a day. Obviously, I'm just getting this set up and we're already in, the week and a half of September. But that's all right. I mean, I'll look back and think about what I want to write on those pages. I'm going to continue to use this dot grid paper that I talked about last time. A lot of the printables and also some book images. And as a quick heads up, the way I set this up is a no-sew composition notebook. And what I'm showing you now is, this one was 80 pages, and what I did was count 5 pages from the front and 5 pages from the back, and then tear out 1. So basically in that example, I was tearing out the 6th page, and I did the same exact thing from the back. And then that way you get the little sets of pages, the little folios that would match up to one another, if that makes sense. So there'll be definitely more to come in the comp notebook junk journal for the fall and other altered book fun. So thanks so much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. And happy junk journaling to you.